What's up guys, my name is Ashwin and this is the first episode of The Old Show Season 3 ever. Today's episode is all about the demanding future of high-speed rail. You see, high-speed rail is a type of rail network significantly utilizing much faster trains than those of traditional rail. Back then, my family and I took a high-speed train when we were in Saudi Arabia last January. My first impressions were incredibly great as a matter of fact. So here's the history. The first high-speed rail system, the Tokaido Shinkansen, began operations in Japan in 1964. The system also became colloquially known by its English nickname, the bullet train. Japan's example was followed by European countries like France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and others, as well as China, Taiwan, Morocco, Uzbekistan, and others. In the United States, an inaugural run of Amtrak's Acela Express on road between Boston and Washington DC occurred in November 2000, followed by the first revenue run in December 2000, a few months after the intended date. After the debut, Acela trains are the fastest in the Americas, reaching 150 miles per hour off the road. They will be replaced by new Avelia Liberty trains reaching 160 miles per hour on some portions of the road, expected to be late this year. In fact, many infrastructure upgrades are allowing for more frequent service and faster speeds. In Florida, Brightline, which is the only privately owned and operated inner-city passenger railroad, will operate service between Miami and Tampa via Orlando in the future. So it decides to take a train speed test. Trains will run up to slightly more than 130 miles per hour. They will soon provide local Central Florida residents with transportation to South Florida. In California, the California High-Speed Rail, which is publicly funded high-speed rail system, is currently under construction and being implemented in phased segments. Set to begin operations around 2030 or slightly later, it will run between Merced and Bakersfield at speeds of up to 220 miles per hour. The full Phase 1 system will allow trains to run the 350 miles between San Francisco and Los Angeles just in 2 hours and 40 minutes. Brightline West, which is a proposed high-speed road between Los Angeles and Las Vegas, reaching over 180 miles per hour, is expected to be built later this year for an opening in 2027. But back then, when the COVID-19 pandemic began to impact in 2020, it affected every sector of the economy and even schedules as well. And inflation became a major concern due to the disruptions. Public consultation and many suffered, leading to extensions in the process. In Florida, Brightline suspended operations, so all train services were completely closed and the company cut 250 jobs, except the construction and the plans for the stations as well. Even in California, at the construction sites, 244 workers were quarantined and a total of 104 days were missed, so the deadline and the schedules were delayed until 2021. In February 2013, the Prime Ministers of Malaysia and Singapore formally agreed the joint project of Kuala Lumpur-Singapore high-speed rail, expected to be completed by 2026. After a meeting, the line would have been 350 kilometers long and was expected to reduce travel time between Kuala Lumpur and Singapore to 90 minutes. In 2018, after the Malaysian general election resulted in the defeat of Najib Razak, the project will be scrapped. Nevertheless, his successor Mahathir Mohamad said that the project will merely be postponed to 2031 due to high costs. On January 1st, 2021, the project was just terminated after both countries failed to reach an agreement on changes proposed by Malaysia by the deadline of December 31st, 2020. At the same time during COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, the future of high-speed rail is quite demanding everywhere through ups and downs because many people think that it is too expensive. The problem is that it is so difficult to reach any agreement on changes and continue any plan on funding mechanisms and implementation models to reach any milestone through investments and infrastructure projects in the future. We will ponder the question of what implementations of potential high-speed rail provide residents and tourists with more transportation choices forevermore. And well, that's all for today. We have come to the end of this episode of The Old Show. If you want to make sure, leave a comment below, hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if new to watch some more episodes of The Old Show. And so, we have enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you next time. Until then, bye!